Hello everyone, Vilisink. We are back again, as you can see, with some Doom Tower. So, the Scarab King, the most hated of all the bosses. Multiple ways you can take this boss on. Multiple ways you can kick his butt. However you want to say it. You can solo with Vergus. You can take in several cold hearts and have destroy sets. Turn meter manipulation by taking Lysandra. Nethral's pretty good. Or you can shield your team up depending on who you have. You could use Metal Shaper, Logic Falconheart, extension. Valerie is really good from K-Rock Castle. But what I'm going to do now is a team my mate put together. So we're going, first and foremost, we'll take this dude here. Potentially, if we solo with Vergus, it might be quicker. But I'm not sure if Vergus is built that way, so we'll go with the shield team to start with. We can always come back, show a different way to defeat this boss. It truly does annoy a lot of people, and it annoys me just as much. So who else am I taking in here? I'm missing 3 people because I cannot think. My head is too small. Flash Terror is also really good. He will extend debuffs and extend your buffs as well. So you can use him. Now I just remember who the hell I'm using. We're taking a decreased defense. That's a good one. We have Vergus. We have Stag Knight. We have Zelatar. 50 is who I'm looking for. Yeah, we'll go shield set. Yeah, we will. And we will take in, who's the last one? Yeah, why not? Let's just take in Flesh Tater. So we don't have much damage. But if everybody dies, if all goes wrong, we have Vergus. On the other side of the argument, we have a Zelatar for the shield. We have Flesh Tater to extend that shield to 3 turns, I believe it is, to match the cooldown. Mars made it a shield set just to give us a bit of security to begin with, and obviously decreased defense with Stag Knight. So we're going to just crack on and we're going to see how this goes. Should be fairly simple. You will want to take this boss on manually unless you are sure of your team. Then you can just go through auto. If you have the resistance, if you have a Valkyrie or Sir Nick, let's slap on this dude first. We will be getting provoked. We will need to get rid of Broadmaw. He will revive 2 allies, and he will put, what's it called, block damage on them. A turn or 2 turns. Very annoying. If you fight against him, on the other hand, he was in your team, he's really good. So not much damage in this team, is really safe. This is just purely for the boss. So let's just tap on this Chris here. See if we can get rid of him. Just take away 1 boss at a time. A few minutes to get to the Scarab King. And then from there, we can hopefully see how this team does what they do. As you can see, buff extension, increasing shields. Only thing is, the more buffs you have up, the more hits you get. So I should have the resistance to be fine, just because we're doing normal Doom Tower to get the epics first. Then we'll move on to hard Doom Tower and begin working on the Tomb Angel and the rest of that champions that are available to us. So the first wave is just the shielding that's annoying. Kill Broadmaw first. He is the reviver. Do not kill anybody before you kill Broadmaw. So we'll tap on Broadmaw again. The shields from Chris doesn't matter. Kill Broadmaw. Basilisks will revive as part of a passive. but you want to get rid of Broadmoor first. That's a given. Just a security net for yourself. You do not want him reviving people with block damage, especially if it's a Krisk and a Jizo and he's getting counter attack. Big shields, provokes. That is not good. So we're just chopping away. 2 minutes, so we're not going fast by any means. We're just taking a very safe team. Basically surrounding, we've got shields, buff extension, Vergis who has his passive obviously. So we should be safe enough. Gonna go on auto soon. We're just gonna do some more damage to Jizzle before then. Or we'll take out one of these and then we will manually finish this wave to make sure the cooldowns for all of our moves. We'll do it now. We'll jump onto manual control. So we need to make sure that we try to get everything off cooldown. If not, we have Mausoleum Mage with the shield set for 3 turns. Oh sorry, providing a shield for 3 turns. So that's pretty decent. We'll slap Krisk again. There is no reviver. The biggest annoyance in the wave after a Broadmoor would be Basilisk, purely because it's got that unbending passive. He always comes back. Give him a slap, give him another slap, activate that passive, yep. Luckily, he doesn't buff himself up when he comes back. If he did, it would just make him, not necessarily more difficult, it would just extend the run. And we are already at 4 minutes, this very safe team. So in the next video, we take in Septimus, we take in Rotos, we take in 4 nukers that will kill the waves in 30 seconds. And we show you just how good Vergis is at actually soloing this boss by himself. So, the speeds are all wrong, but we have the shield set from Mausoleum Mage. So, first and foremost, we can decrease defense. Won't do too much. Should allow us to work down this purple bar at the top corner. If you can see it there, that is the protective shield. We need to remove that via destroy set. So we don't need to apply that, we can just hit him with a normal hit. We don't need to buff up. We also have the cleanse with the Mausoleum Mage as well if we need to. So yeah, let's go A1. And I'm thinking we may actually be able to just crack on, actually auto with this team. Let's go auto. We have the shielding, we have the buffs, we have respectable resistance as well. Aim around 250. This is normal Doom Tower, so you won't need 300, so maybe 200, 250. 250 is probably where you want to be, just to make sure you're not losing any buffs. We have so much buffs up right now, hence why we're being hit so much. If you have 10 buffs, you're getting hit 10 times. If you have 1 buff, you're going to get hit once. So you may actually want to take in people that won't that buff you too much. And as you can see, things are going a bit pear. Now this can't happen, but we've got Vergis. As you can see, just taking the HP down, decreasing it, smashing bits of that shield. Now you see the purple bar at the top of the screen. It is coming down at a pretty nice speed. It took us 4 minutes to get here. So a 2-minute fight so far. We're just chopping away his shield. We're being very defensive with this battle. Now, you may not have people like Cold Hearts in Destroy purely because they're quite good as far as turn meter manipulation. So you may have to come in with a tanky kind of team. You may not, if you don't have a Vergis, it's actually extremely difficult unless you have really good champions. So as long as Vergis stays alive, we should be pretty good. And that shield is dropping down So now it is just a case of we get rid of the shield at the top and the battle is done. Actually respectively happy with this team. Don't get me wrong, all that buffs is pretty crazy. Probably the best part of soloing with Vergis. You take in glass cannon nukers for the first part of the waves. They will die off pretty fast. Vergis then just solos them. His passive puts a shield up, he gets hit once, he continually hits. A1, A1. And there you go. He is potentially the MVP here. Now the purple bar is completely gone, so now we are doing 110. I was going to say 110%, but it's 100% damage, as in as much damage as we can do. With the shield up, we are doing a very small amount. Yes, you can not take in a destroy set if you want a 40-minute battle. That's fine. Right, if that's what you want to do, you can. But destroy sets are paramount here, so make sure you've been keeping destroy sets. Don't hate on sets just because people tell you that they're crap. One day you're going to need them, and then you won't have any. So there we have it. The fight is as follows. We're going to end defensively. So Flash Tater, Mosmage, Stagnite, Zelata, Vergis. Let's just quickly, we can tap on these champions. So Stagnite is not even booked. Not sure why that's relevant. Stagnite also a good champion to put in a shield set. He does have almost 21,000 HP. He's basically just there to decrease defense. That's all he's there for. As we move down, we see our boy Zelata. He is 205 speed, so second fastest. He has over 200 resistance. Could be a little bit higher, but items need to go to 16. Potentially I'll swap one of these speed items to increase that. We have Vergis in a destroy set, 263 resistance. And who else did we just take in? Flesh Tear, I believe it was, is up here. Now Flesh Tear is really good. He does the same thing as a Valerie will do for you. He will extend your buffs, the team's buffs. He will also extend debuffs on the boss. So if you get a decreased speed, decreased defense, decreased attack, you can extend it for one more turn. And he is hitting 259 resistance. So guys, that is one way to defeat the Scarab King. I hope it was useful to you. There are many ways to do it, this is just one. Guys, thanks for watching. I love you all, and I will see you very soon.